Well, this is sort of neat. Never heard of this before. She's a digital finger painter. Huh, okay. Let's talk to Chelsea Lundy with us right now, digital finger painter and designer with Chelsdrawsyou. So is that the name of your business then?
That's the name of my business, yeah.
Okay. You're from Ottawa?
Yes.
Okay. What does it mean to be a digital finger painter?
Okay, so I don't know if I completely coined that term, but I basically create art on my iPhone without using a stylus. I just use my finger.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Now, when you were a kid, were you a finger painter? Is that something you loved doing?
Not necessarily finger painting, but I grew up knowing I had a thing for drawing.
Yeah.
I went to graphic design school at Algonquin College, so I did a bit of drawing in the program, but this really came down to the fact that 3 years ago I decided I really wanted to get a hobby. I didn't really have one yet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, 25, probably now is a good time to be searching for that.
Okay.
So I had seen people using styluses on their iPads, and I went to download the app to my phone just to test it out. And then I realized, I'm like, why do I need to go buy a stylus when I can just do it with my finger?
Interesting. Well, we are seeing some of your work, and that's pretty incredible. So honestly, though, that's your finger that did that.
My finger, yeah.
That's very. Now, how do you begin then? So are these like, first of all, pictures, and then you sort of recreate them with your finger, or are you looking at something in real life?
And I haven't done that yet, but I've been approached to do that. That's like next, is doing live drawing. But basically it all started with me finding a picture that I liked online and just drew it because I was drawn to it. So when I started my Instagram 3 years ago, I would post those pictures here and there, and I got really good feedback and started building my following. Then I got my first client who asked me to do their wedding picture, and from there it just
So is that how things sort of took off for you then on Instagram, social media?
Yeah, I owe like everything to Instagram.
Do you really? Okay. So what is it about Instagram then that people just started noticing? You were posting your stuff?
Yeah, I was hashtagging. I had experience in social media with my previous jobs, and so I kind of knew my way around the app, and I really focused on hashtagging correctly. And 3 years ago, the algorithm on Instagram was a little bit different, so it was a lot easier to gain a following, and I'm lucky I started back then, because now it might not be the same. But yeah, people just started following me, and I went out of my way to talk to bloggers, and I was like, I'll draw you for free if you post on your account, and they would have max like 1 million followers sometimes, so that really helped me out.
So it spreads?
Yeah.
People see the work that you do.
Yeah.
Incredible. Okay, so I know that you have brought, you're going to have me do this?
I'm going to have you color in a drawing, yeah.
I'm just going to be coloring today.
You're just going to be coloring. We can try to draw a little bit.
That's okay. No, we'll probably let's stick to coloring.
Okay.
So how does the process work then? So we have your iPad here, and talk us through how at least you got to what we have here in front of us.
Okay. Well, first off, it is to be noted that I don't normally draw on the iPad. I draw on my iPhone.
Really?
Here. Yeah.
Okay. So would you be one of those people that people are always saying, she's always on her phone?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you're like, I'm getting paid.
My boyfriend will get a little annoyed with me sometimes. I'm like, I'm working.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah. I mean, the world lives online, right?
Yeah.
And it's part of all of our jobs.
Neck problems are a big thing with me. I have to go to chiropractic. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm a graphic designer too, so that's my full-time job. This is my side hustle. But
the side hustle. I like that. Rogers TV is my side hustle. Okay. All right. But is it digital finger painter? I mean, like, is it paying the bills? Is this something that it's going well for you?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Eventually, one day, I'd like it to be my full-time career, but right now, I can't really rely on it completely, but that's the goal one day.
We're spreading the word here for you today. So let's walk us through. So come on closer to the table here, and we'll. So you've got like some lovely flowers there.
Yes.
And then even though this is what you normally wouldn't use for TV purposes, so you can see it.
This is the bigger version of it, but the app is called Sketches, and anybody can download it. I highly suggest they do. I'm going to just show you what it's like to draw with the pen tool first. So I've got it selected here. I'm just drawing little hearts here. Now, of course, you can zoom in to get details. You can undo like that. So yeah, normally what I do is I do the outline first in black pen.
Okay.
And then there's different layers here. So I open that up and you can see that the black ink layer is the first one, and then I make a couple more underneath, go to that, and then we can start drawing on the ones below. So we're never compromising the original sketch. Yeah.
Okay, so do you want me to start coloring some stuff in?
Yes, I do. Let me pick a color for you.
We have just over a minute here, so I just want to make sure that I at least
yes,
say that I did one thing. So what would I do? Would I choose like a, did I choose a paint?
Yeah, I think it's all set up for you. You can just...
You've made it so...
Yeah, just start.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, look at that. Does it matter that I'm coloring outside the lines?
No, that's the best part of it.
Look at that, okay.
My drawings, my first drawings were not very detailed. They've got more detailed, but...
Look at that. Oh, I'm going to do heart too. Look at that.
Oh,
okay,
done.
Don't lie to me now. That looks like a 2-year-old did that now, so that's pretty bad.
My first drawings looked like that and people loved it. So, you know
did
what?
They?
You're doing well. Yeah.
Well, apparently the people at Adidas and TED Talks love what you do as well, so
yeah.
What happened there?
So the Adidas contract came about when I did drawings for a girl who worked in Toronto at a marketing agency, and Adidas was one of their clients, and they throw Wanderlust Festival in the summer and maybe the winter.
And they asked you to be a part of it.
Yeah, they wanted to get some gifts for their influencers, so bloggers and stuff.
I hate to cut you off with that. I mean, we are out of time, but thank you for that. Chelsdrawsyou.com for more details.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
More daytime coming up.